First, let's discuss horizontal wells. The field we have been looking at virtually cries out for a horizontal well. It has a relatively thin oil column sandwiched between a gas cap and an aquifer, and has a fairly high permeability. Let's see how easy it would be to include horizontal wells in our model. Open the well description panel, and we will have Merlin show us where the faults are to help us in placing wells. So far, we've only used wells that were digitized in with Apprentice. If you're designing a development program, you need to add wells in Merlin. To add a well, click on the cell where you want the well, give it a startup time, a well name, and then describe the well the same way we did for the wells we brought in from Apprentice. You can add as many wells as you want, up to a well in every cell, though I wouldn't recommend that. But we wanted a horizontal well. To change the vertical well to a horizontal well, set the horizontal well option. Now, instead of asking which layers to complete in, Merlin asks for the length and direction of the well. If you know these, you can type them in. If not, you can define them graphically. Just select the Set Well Toe option and move the mouse into the graphic area. Notice that Merlin tells you how far you are from the heel. Simply click where you want the heel, and Merlin gives you a cross-sectional view of where the well is going, so you can set the vertical position of the well. We could specify the well is constant by layer, maybe in layer 2. We could specify that it is a high angle well, and set the heel in layer 1, and the toe in layer 4. Or we could just move the nodes where we want them. We then save our definition, and we've defined our horizontal well. The largest model I have built using Merlin was an 18,000 cell model with 55 horizontal wells. This was a project with a very tight time frame, and I was given very little guidance as to where the wells should be incorporated. I finished the model and showed it to the client, who was a simulation person. He said, "That's good, but I envisioned a different arrangement for the wells. Could you move the wells around and redo the runs in time?" I said I could do it, but it would take me a couple of hours. "I hate you," he responded. He had just worked on a similar project with a different simulator, and it had taken him over a week every time he had to move the wells. Now let's look at a few other ways of handling data.